Hey guys, Dr. Sean here. We're talking to our mailbag today, and we got a great question from a young lady that's asked me, Doc, I'm going through the weight loss program. I'm curious, what do you think about exercising, to try and tone up my legs and things of that nature and make it a little easier for me? You don't have to, and here's the reason why. When we designed the program, the goal of it was to allow you to lose weight without having to get into a gym and put trouble in. Now, I'm not against that. I think it's great. But it's not necessary during the program. And here's where people get in trouble. When we join a gym, we're always getting in there and we're pushing the body, right? And we're running on a treadmill and we're like, gosh, if 10 minutes is good, 30's got to be even better. But you got to understand physiology a little bit. Your ability to run and to get away from something, whether you're on a treadmill in the comfort of your own home or you're being chased by a bear, that's all hardcore, deep genetic wiring. And what ends up happening is that your body has a little rain barrel full of this special fuel that it saves for times of high stress. Now, the stress doesn't have to be a bear chasing you. It could literally be you had a fight with a spouse, you have a sick child, you have a delay at work or a deadline you can't meet, and you start tapping into that rain barrel. Well, when you lift weights and you exercise, you're using that same fuel. It's skeletal muscle fuel for your extremities, arms, legs, things that you might need to run or fight if you have to with the bear. So what we want to do during our program is say, well, if that's the case, we only have a limited amount. How much? About 30 minutes. Duke University did some phenomenal research years ago in their medical school and found that the human body contains about 30 minutes max of this special high-octane fuel. After it goes through that fuel, then it changes. Then it says, hey, we're out, that barrel's empty, switch over to the auxiliaries. Well, the auxiliaries tend to be protein and muscle. Well, that's not good for us, so now we're tearing down the very thing we're trying to build. So the body makes one last turn and says, okay, grab any free fat, and that is the key word here, free fat, that's floating around the bloodstream. That's the good fat that we use to recoat nerves, to grease up our joints, that we need for protection and health of our organs. Not the bad stuff around our bellies. That's packed away and it's hard to get at. We want the free fat. Well, the problem is when you go using that free fat, now the body starts to show some wear and tear. Now things that need that fat for movement and mobility, they start to get in trouble. And this is what you see with diets all the time. People will go on a yo-yo diet, they'll lose a bunch of weight, but they didn't lose this stubborn fat around the middle. They burn through that glucose. Same thing when you join a gym, especially this time of the year, right? Everybody's in the gym. Everybody's going. And they'll lose 4 or 5 pounds and they get all excited. And all of a sudden, the next month comes along, and now they don't lose the 4 or 5 pounds. They just kind of sit, and they stall, and the next month comes along. Well, now they're frustrated. They're down 3 pounds in 3 months. They're not feeling any better, and the body's struggling. And for those of you that are out there, you're lifting weights and say, well, that's the answer. But when you do that, you're using skeletal fuel. You're not burning this fat on the belly. And what ends up happening, you see it all the time, you'll lift and lift and lift, and you'll get stronger because you're not used to it. And all of a sudden the body will peak and it'll plateau. And then it'll start to go down because you're eating the very muscle that you're trying to build because your body can't tap into that fat. You're exhausting your fuel sources. So as far as using exercise during our weight loss program to tone up and things like that, save it. We'll do it later, afterwards. I'm all for it. I'm in the gym 4 or 5 days a week myself. I think it's a great idea to do it. You want to get stronger, just not right now. Let the body do some house cleaning. Let it get rid of some of the debris and the oxidation that's gone on in the body. Let it dump off the old cells. And if you can do that, you're going to lose your weight, you're going to feel great, and when we're all said and done, we'll get you strong and healthy too. I'm Dr. Sean.